Hey, you handsome devils. Alright, so we're back with a new video on the new Pokemon games. So, since my last video on this topic, we've got in basically one thing, and that's the box arts, which normally in most games isn't a big deal, but in this game it is. So with these box arts, they don't show any new forms, but so it knocks down a little hope of some people. But with this, we do have a little hope for some of us that are like really reaching for hope. We're really grasping at the straws. So with that, we have on the box arts the remarkable definition of these mons. Like Dialga and Palkia have never looked this good. They've never been in this high a definition. They look insane. Like you can see the taste buds on Dialga and see the fur on Palkia that we never knew was even there. I think there's a reason for this. You can really see just how beat up they are in these photos. Pokemon are not stupid. Like they like to test things out, but they're not a stupid company by any means. I think that the reasoning for them being beat up is because they A, had a battle, or B, they're trying to signify something else. So in a second I'll go into detail what that something else I believe might be. But another thing we have to look at is the diamond and the pearl on Palkia and Dialga is shining remarkably bright. Super large, shining bright, like nothing else. So with that, I think it's a possibility that they might be coming from the adamant orb and the lustrous orb, like how Zekrom and Reshiram came from the black stone and the white stone, and kind of came from those. And it kind of shows why they were a little beat up. They just kind of not hatched, but they just came out of the stone. They just like busted out of the stone. I think that the other possibility is that they didn't come from the stone, but this is their origin form. Just as how Giratina has its origin form, but it has its alternate form, which you normally find it in. I think that the adamant orb and the lustrous orb are going to get a change, or possibly even new items are going to get a change, or not change, but an addition to the games to make it so they have a alternate form. Because with them being beat up, it only makes sense that this is their origin form. This is their original form. That's why they're so beat up. They've been in so many fights in this form. That's how they've always looked and how they've always been. And with them being the way they are, I think that we can expect that, and possibly even expect them to come from the ruins of Alph, which is a bit of a stretch, but we have to keep in mind that we haven't seen the ruins of Alph since Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The ruins of Alph weren't really usable in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or Gold and Silver, or anything of that sort, because we did not have the Arceus given it to us yet, which hopefully we will get in this game. So with that, I think it's very possible that we will not get the whole region of Johto, but we might get just the ruins of Alph, in some way. Whether it's like going back in time with like Celebi or something like that, or it's some form of transportation, or what it is. But I think it's a very strong possibility that we are moved to the ruins of Alph, and that's possibly where we find Dialga or Palkia, and they really flesh out the ruins of Alph and show what like a bigger story there. Give us more on Unknown. Give us more on Dialga. Give us more on Palkia and Giratina and Arceus, and really flesh that out and tell us what's going on, which would give us a huge piece of story. They don't have to work too hard on coming up with new locations, new details, anything of that sort, because they have all that information kind of already there, already available. They only have to stretch it a little bit more. I think that's a very strong possibility. With this, I think the Adamant Orb and the Lustrous Orb are already in need of kind of a buff. The Greasiest Orb is already, it already changes Giratina and gives it the 20% buff that the Adamant Orb and Lustrous Orb give, but they don't change their form. I think it'd be a very, very easy way to, in a way, not have to give us megas, but allow us the pleasure of having new forms for Dialga and Palkia. It'd be like Oras without the other megas, but giving us the ability to have the primals. It makes sense and it works. They just have to find out a way to make it so it's not broken. It's not insanely overpowered. So it's balanced. So that way, if we have to fight them, we can fight them, and we don't have to go and if we're Nuzlocke in the game, just kill off all of our mons just to fight them. You know what I mean? And I think this is a super, super important and interesting time in Pokemon, because this is the only possible game that we've ever gotten that could have been, or it possibly is, a 100% just exact copy of the original with a slight graphics boost. We've never had that before. That's all I gotta say, guys, about this. There's not much on the topic. I will be giving updates every once in a while as soon as I hear something. If you guys like this video, leave a like, comment what you guys think is happening, what you want to happen, what could happen, something that's kind of a little out there, but it's a possibility. It's like a reach, maybe. I like those kind of topics. I'll talk to you guys in the comments. I like every comment, respond to every comment. Subscribe. We just hit 30 subscribers and hit we're almost 3,000 views. I think we're 40 away. It's kind of crazy. We just made the video 2 days ago about hitting 25 subscribers and reaching 2,000 subs. So that's kind of surreal to me. But if you guys like I said, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps a ton. It really does. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.